Opening scene: the Galactic Council Chamber. The story opens in the Grand Council Chamber of the Galactic Alliance, where representatives from hundreds of star systems gather. Earth's delegation arrives to present their new warship prototype, the Thunderstrike. The chamber buzzes with dismissive laughter and condescending whispers when humans unveil their design. Introduction of the antagonist. Admiral Vex of the Kryn Empire leads the mockery. The Kryn are the most powerful military force in the galaxy, with ships that have conquered 70 star systems. Vex openly ridicules Earth's technology, calling it primitive toys from a backward world. Other delegates join in the mockery. The insectoid hive queen clicks in amusement, while the crystalline beings of Zenter flash colors of disdain. Earth's humble position. Captain James Reed, Earth's representative, stands quietly as the insults flow. He is a veteran of Earth's defense force, weathered and calm. Beside him is Dr. Lisa Park, the chief engineer who designed the Thunderstrike. They exchange knowing glances, but say nothing. Earth is the newest member of the Galactic Alliance, barely 50 years into space exploration. While others have traveled the stars for millennia, the prototype's features, despite the mockery. Captain Reed presents the Thunderstrike's specifications: compact design, 1/3 the size of standard Empire battleships, experimental fusion core based on Earth's, sun diving research, unconventional weapon systems that don't rely on plasma or laser technology, advanced kinetic projectile systems that seem laughably outdated to the Council. The delegates dismiss each feature. Kinetic weapons? Vex scoffs. We abandoned those 10,000 years ago. The Council treats the presentation as entertainment rather than serious. Military discussion at the challenge, frustrated by the constant interruption. Captain Reed makes a bold proposal: a demonstration battle. The Thunderstrike will face 3 of the Kryn Empire's standard warships in a controlled combat scenario. If Earth's prototype loses, humanity will withdraw its bid for full Alliance membership. If it wins, the other races will review Earth's technology seriously. Admiral Vex accepts immediately, seeing an opportunity to humiliate Earth publicly and assert Kryn dominance. The Council agrees, scheduling the demonstration for 3 days hence in the neutral void sector. Preparation montage back on Earth's orbital station. The crew prepares. Captain Reed selects his team: Lieutenant Tom Briggs, the pilot, a former racing champion with reflexes enhanced by neural implants, engineer Marcus Wells, weapons specialist who grew up building engines in Mars colonies, communications officer Kate Monroe, who will coordinate the ship's experimental AI system VR. Park runs final checks on the prototype. She reveals to Reed that the Thunderstrike contains one secret feature they didn't mention to the Council: a classified weapon system called Project Hammer. The Kryn prepare their ambush meanwhile. Admiral Vex gathers his fleet commanders. He doesn't plan a fair demonstration. Instead, he secretly assigns not 3, but 12 warships to the engagement. His plan is to destroy the human prototype completely, teaching Earth and other minor species their place in the galactic hierarchy. The Kryn command celebrates prematurely, already planning their victory speech. Philosophical reflection. The night before the demonstration, Captain Reed stands in the observation deck, looking at Earth below. His old friend General Frank Davis appears via hologram. They discuss humanity's position in the galaxy. Davis reminds Reed that humans have always been underestimated throughout history, and that has often been their greatest advantage. They think we're primitive, Davis says. Let them keep thinking that. Journey to the Void Sector. The Thunderstrike departs for the Void Sector, a region of space far from any star systems, chosen as the neutral battleground. Dozens of observer ships from various civilizations follow to witness the spectacle. Betting pools run through the galactic network's odds favor the Kryn, 500 to 1. Final setup. As the Thunderstrike arrives, The crew runs final system checks. The ship's AI, nicknamed Atlas, reports all systems optimal. Captain Reed addresses his small crew of 8 tiny compared to the Kryn ship's crews of thousands. He doesn't give an inspirational speech. He simply says, "Remember your training. Trust the ship. Show them what humans can do." The story ends with both sides taking positions in the vast emptiness of space, with thousands of observers watching from safe distances. The countdown begins. Admiral Vex sits confidently in his flagship, surrounded by his fleet. Captain Reed grips his command chair's armrest. The demonstration battle is about to begin. Asterisk. The battle begins. The countdown reaches 0. Admiral Vex immediately orders his fleet to attack formation. But instead of 3 ships as agreed, 12 Kryn warships decloak simultaneously, surrounding the Thunderstrike in a perfect sphere formation. The observer ships erupt in confused chatter. This is a clear violation of the demonstration rules. Captain Reed's face remains calm. "They brought friends," Lieutenant Briggs says from the pilot station. "I count 12 hostiles, sir." Reed nods slowly. "I expected something like this. Vex wants to make an example of us." Dr. Park's voice crackles through the comm system from the engineering bay. "Captain, all systems ready. Project Hammer is charged and waiting." The trap springs the Kryn ships open fire simultaneously. Hundreds of plasma bolts streak through space toward the small human vessel. The observers expect instant destruction, but the Thunderstrike doesn't try to run or dodge. Instead, it activates a defensive system the Council has never seen before: electromagnetic shields that don't block the plasma but redirect it, bending the energy streams away using powerful magnetic fields. The Kryn weapons pass harmlessly around the Earthship, like water flowing around a rock. Admiral Vex's confident smile vanishes. "Impossible. Increase firepower." The Kryn ships unleash their heavy cannons, but the results are the same. The Thunderstrike sits calmly in the center of the energy storm, untouched. Earth's counterattack begins. "Their turn is over," Captain Red says quietly. Lieutenant Briggs, begin evasive pattern Delta. Marcus, activate kinetic batteries. The Thunderstrike suddenly accelerates with impossible speed. The fusion core Dr. Park designed produces thrust that makes the small ship move like a fighter craft. Despite its battleship armor, the ship streaks toward the nearest Kryn vessel and unleashes its kinetic weapons. But these aren't the primitive projectiles the Council imagined. These are railgun slugs traveling at 30% light. Speed-dense tungsten rods accelerated by electromagnetic coils to devastating velocities. The first slug punches through the Kryn ship's plasma shields as if they don't exist. The shields are designed to disperse energy weapons, not solid mass traveling at relativistic speeds. The projectile tears through the hull, exits the other side, and the Kryn warship simply breaks apart from the internal damage. One shot, one kill. The observers fall silent. The hunters become the hunted. Admiral Vex screams orders at his remaining 11 ships. "Scatter. Evasive maneuvers." It's just one small ship, but the Thunderstrike is already targeting the second vessel. Lieutenant Briggs pilots with precision that seems superhuman because it partially is. His neural implants connect directly to the ship's navigation system, making the vessel an extension of his own body. The Kryn ships are massive and powerful, but slow. They're designed for ship-to-ship battles where both sides trade volleys of energy weapons. They've never faced an opponent that moves like a fighter and hits like a battleship. The Thunderstrike weaves between them, too fast to track, too agile to predict. Marcus fires again. Another railgun slug. Another Kryn ship disabled, its engines shattered. A third shot cripples a vessel's weapon systems. Captain Reed's strategy becomes clear. He's not trying to destroy them all. He's systematically disabling them, proving Earth's superiority without unnecessary killing. Project Hammer revealed the remaining Kryn ships attempt to regroup, forming a defensive wall. Admiral Vex orders them to fire everything simultaneously, creating a plasma field so dense that nothing could survive. If we can't target it precisely, we'll saturate the entire sector. The space around the Thunderstrike turns bright with energy. This is the moment Captain Reed has been waiting for. Dr. Park, activate Project Hammer. Activating now, Captain. The Thunderstrike's hull opens, revealing a weapon unlike anything in the galaxy. It's not a gun or a missile launcher. It's a gravity projector, a device that creates localized gravitational waves. The technology is based on Earth's research into black holes and neutron stars. The projector fires. Space itself seems to ripple around the Kryn formation. A gravitational pulse hits their defensive wall, and the ships are pulled together by artificial gravity, their hulls crushing against each other. Shields collapse. Weapons misfire. The neat formation becomes a floating pile of disabled warships, stuck together by their own mass and damaged systems. The entire engagement lasted 7 minutes. Aftermath Admiral Vex's flagship is the only ship still fully operational. But he's trapped behind his own disabled fleet. His bridge is silent. The crew stares at their screens in disbelief. One small Earthship has defeated 12 Kryn warships without receiving a single hit. Captain Reed opens a communication channel that broadcasts to all observer ships and the Galactic Council. His voice is steady and professional. Demonstration complete. The Thunderstrike remains operational and ready for additional testing if the Council desires. The silence across all channels is deafening. Asterisk.